The Master of Magic, The Portal Wars Saga, Book 4. Written by James E. Wisher. Narrated by Joe Hempel. Chapter 1. Summer had finally arrived in the new empire, and Otto was thoroughly enjoying the warm weather. Nearly freezing to death in Straken had given him a greater appreciation for the heat. And speaking of heat, Villares had been turning it up on the southern border. The former king of Rolan was now a bandit lord. His forces had struck half a dozen times across the border, hitting small villages and a caravan that decided to try and trade with Rolan, despite repeated warnings and the unsettled climate. Happily, that had been a caravan run by a Franken competitor, so Otto's family suffered no loss. Not that Otto could simply let matters stand. An attack on any Garenland merchant was an insult that couldn't be allowed to go unanswered, which was why he found himself once again riding south on a hard wagon seat beside Hans. At least the wagon didn't bounce much with the heavy armor in the bed. The rest of the squad was behind them in their own wagons. Otto didn't know how much use the magical suits of armor would be in a fight on the open plains, but he felt better having them along. The guys were all back in their official uniforms and mail armor. There was no point in pretending to be mercenaries now. The small group was joined by Oscar, the Rolan infiltrator, Karina, the skinny girl that appeared stuck to him, and 10 Rolan wizards eager to repay Villares for his treatment of their families. 5,000 spearmen taken from the southern army, along with all their supplies and followers, were somewhere behind the main group. Otto didn't expect to encounter a large force until they crossed the border. When that happened, the group would be forced to travel at the pace of the infantry. "There it is, my lord." Hans pointed at a small town on the horizon. Otto grimaced. Grunwald, once Garenland's southernmost village and now the invaders' base. Since the raids had resumed, Otto felt no guilt in slaughtering every Rolan soldier in the place. Well, maybe not all of them. He'd need a few to question. The trick was going to be doing it without killing their own citizens. Today, burning the whole village to the ground wasn't an option. Pity, really. Fire could only improve the miserable place. "Don't get too close," Otto said. "I want to have a look around before we go in." Hans pulled into a clearing just off the road. There was barely enough room for all 5 wagons. As soon as they stopped, Otto extended his sight towards the village. He'd scarcely reached the edge of town when Karina asked, "What are you doing? I could see a long line of ether stretching from your eyes." "Forgive me, Lord Shank," Oscar said. "She came over before I could stop her." "It's fine," Otto said. He found he liked the girl's curiosity. It reminded him of...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?